Page 9, Ping-Pong. At the top of the page, there's staccato review. So apparently you've had staccato before. I can't remember what you had and haven't had. So there it is up there. It's the dot. It means play it short. Okay, but I'll just tell you again because I can't remember what I've said. So the dot can be above or below a note. That's not important. And it's each note. Look at Ping-Pong. You see every one of these quarter notes has a dot either above it or below it. Yeah, those are indications for staccato. That's part of articulation, so I'll talk about it when we get to the articulation part of the lesson. Right now, let's go through the series of steps to learn a piece of music. Well, it's not the series, it's a series that I use. You come up with your own series, I don't care, but this is what I use. I look it over, it's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, 4/4 time signature. I see a bunch of quarter notes all over everywhere. Okay. And it looks like, you can't tell it yet, but when we get there, you'll notice that one hand is moving. This is the first time we've moved a hand. Before, we've always been in one spot. Now we're starting to move. You usually have to look at the keyboard when you start moving the hand around. Otherwise, as long as your hand stays still, you shouldn't have to look at the keyboard. Now, the hands are just playing one at a time, so I'm going to take both hands at the same time here. So the left hand starts here on C, that puts the hand here, and the right hand starts thumb on C, that we're still in C position until we move. And it's just quarter notes. Get the idea? 2. Now, last measure, the first line, look out, because that is beat 1. And then beat 2 is a rest, both hands. And then the right hand plays on beat 3. That's an E and an F. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So be careful. It's not real clear the way it's written, but when you look at it, the right hand has 2 beats of rest. So it's 1, 2, 3. Comes in on beat 3. So it works out that way. Now, the second line, last measure, you're here, but the right hand has to come up here, 4 and 5. You're up in this position. Here. So you're moving. Sometime during those 2 beats of rest, you got to move up because you got to be there in time to play the note. Don't wait till you need to play the note to move. That's too late. So it's here. We're usually on beat 2. Rest. So I moved on beat 2. Rest. Rest. Now you got to look down, of course, to see that just for that move. Now they're saying 4 and 5, you can actually use any 2 fingers. It doesn't matter. It's just 4 and 5 is, you don't have to move as far. The hand isn't moving from here to here, and that's fine. Yeah. Don't shy away from using 4 and 5. The fingers, we need to use those. We need to use them more. Now once I have that, I go back and I work out any hesitations, so it's a steady beat. And then after I get that, I do the articulation. And here it's the staccatos. Now there are different kinds of staccatos. People don't agree on stuff. There's a lot of stuff in music people don't agree on. You get 2 flavors here, 2 choices. You either connect the note or you don't. What we've done in the past, that's connecting the note. Now you can't connect a repeated note, but we try. You get close. That's called legato. That's connecting the note. Anything else is staccato. You either have legato or you have staccato. Some teachers teach that, no, you can have non-legato. Go away. Non-legato is disconnected. Non-legato is not legato. It's staccato. It's a long staccato because we can have different lengths of staccato. We're going to do short staccato. There's different techniques for playing it. Right now we're going to use the wrist. We're going to hinge at the wrist. It's called wrist staccato or hand staccato, depending on what country you're from. But the arm stays still and you're just doing this. And I'm on the key and I'm bouncing off. Boom. Like here. The left hand. Boom. Here. I put my hand back on the key before I play the next one. Now if I go fast, I don't have time to put my hand back on the keys. I got to do this. Bum, bum. But it's a small motion. It's not way up. I'm not hitting it. It's just enough to play it again. But I'm hinging at the wrist and they're short. It doesn't affect the counting. The counting is 1, 2, 3. So I go slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But they're short. If I did a long staccato, where I just disconnect the notes, is what some people call non-legato, is I don't use the term non-legato. I use either it's legato or staccato, and you can have a long staccato or a short staccato or whatever. It's whatever the music needs. And the symbols, there's other symbols for staccato, but this is the most common, and it usually means short staccato, but it could mean longer. As part of interpreting it, you might find I want to play a longer staccato. Well, that's interpretation. That's the only articulation they're giving. So then I do the dynamics. It starts out MF, mezzo forte. That's the melody, but in this case, it's both hands. Sort of loud. What do you think medium loud is? But in the last, at the end of the line, that last bit, that's an F. That's loud. That one is loud. Louder than, just loud, little louder than sort of loud. And then on the second line, you're back to sort of loud again. They need a medium F at the beginning of the second line, because if you didn't get one, you'd still be loud, because they gave you a loud at the end of the first line, and you stay at that dynamic till you get something else. So now we're back to medium loud until the end of the line. Now we're loud again, the last one. Just boom, lots of weight, and let the wrist claps a little bit. Boom, yeah. Then the speed, brightly, which isn't a speed, it's the mood. So I get ping pong. It needs to be accurate. So don't go ping-ponging too quick. Something like that, don't copy me. You don't have to go that speed. You can adjust your dynamics as you see fit. Try it different ways. Remember the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm forcing them so you can hear them better, but you want to feel them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to get into the habit of feeling that natural accent on everything we play. 1, 2, 3. It could be any time signature, even in 3/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's important. Let's play this together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the louds and softs and play it all about the same, but I will do the staccatos. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. Two, 4. One, 2, 3, rest.